You never mentioned Chris Riggin, you 11.
You're right. Job, you dropped.
You know what I mean? If you got 1 minute out of the scheduled time, he gets up and gans. Alright everybody, welcome back to another match preview. Sorry it's a little bit late, but it's better than not. For Sunderland versus Bristol City. Bristol City on Saturday. Stephen?
Well, before we start, today is a very special day. Some of you may be aware, some of you may not be aware, but today is a very big anniversary, Paul.
Yes, it is, Stephen.
It's the 9-year anniversary of this bad boy. Roll VT.
Defoe! Oh, what a goal!
Get in, Defoe, lad!
What a goal that was. Absolutely amazing. And Stephen, on that note, Jermain Defoe has done an interview and he said he'll not shy away from the Sunderland job. And he would love it.
Give him it.
Nah.
We've got loads of other people who've got the experience. Let's give it to Defoe as well.
I till the end of the season. But no, for me it's a no. I'd love to see him have the job maybe in the future, getting plenty of experience as a manager under his belt before he jumps straight into our job, especially the state the club is in at the minute. I would hate the current hero for the fans to turn on, you know what I mean?
I'm a believer in, obviously everyone's going to start somewhere, and some people get the first job in a big club, some people get in the Premier League or in Bundesliga or whatever, and I appreciate everyone's going to start somewhere. But the calamity that is our club as it is right now, I don't think we can take that risk. We need to get someone in who can actually improve things and grab it by the haunches and get us going in the right direction.
Dodd's done his press conference today and he's still absolutely seething, and he says he feels let down by the players. He says, I tell them everything they know and then they refuse to dig on the pitch and he's fuming.
I feel let down by all of them, including Dodds.
Including Speakman, including Kildee. I'm not bothered anymore, I'm absolutely sick. Pig sick, never mind sick. Pig sick.
That's sick, that
exactly, it is, mate. Terrible how the season's gone from just a couple of months, man. An implosion like this tax maybe a full season, not a couple of months.
But to be fair, we are top of the bottom half.
Every silver lining.
Yeah, as you all know, I am a glass half full kind of guy.
I meant to say every
and it's WrestleMania weekend, so I'm getting excited.
Oh, I imagine. But then,
I think you'll be in agreement. I don't think we're going to dwell too much on the Blackburn game, because we did a video earlier on in the week.
We did, aye. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out, by the way.
Essentially, it's just a video of two old miserable gits ranting and raving about how shit things were on Monday and how bad the club is.
I know.
But
less of the old.
All right, I'm out. But no, we obviously, like I said, we're not going to dwell on it. We know how bad it was. We don't need to talk about it again. Apparently, Dodd said in his press conference that the team's going to reflect like how disappointed he is with certain players. So I'd expect to see. Well, what's the money? Drop one player. I'd expect to see 3, maybe 4 changes to the start 11 for me. Robertson not start. Ekwa shouldn't start. We haven't got any other centre half, so you kind of drop Bollard on 9.
You kind of drop
because there was no one who was a standout before. I thought the best player in red and white on Monday was Mundell, and he was the first person to get subbed. But we'll have to wait and see.
They say the good thing is that Clark obviously got minutes against Blackburn on a Monday. He's in training. Also, it'd be nice to see him back in the starting 11 from starting the game. Well, no, what a threat he is for me. He's definitely got to come in. Elise, he said he could be in contention.
Well, there you go then.
So
there you go. Drop back while push 9 into midfield. Put Elise in the back with Ballard. Hume on the left. Hume on the right. Styles on the left. Because I thought Styles was actually going for it the first half against Blackburn. He still wasn't getting midnight. He still looks like Lord Farquhar. But and then Neil in the middle with.
You say that's the thing because
Job.
But then it is
Neil and Job pushing further forward.
Then you're gonna stick up front, then
Clark, Mundell, and Tommy Watson.
Oh mate, that's a mint shout. That actually I was watching. Well, I weren't watching. But he scored in the 3-2 victory. I can't remember who it was.
4-2 at the end.
It was a 4-2
in the end.
Hemega got on the score.
Hemega scored the first one.
A penalty though.
Watson scored. It doesn't matter. Watson scored.
Did he score 2?
No, Watson scored 1. Somebody else scored, and then Timothée Pimbele.
Oh, my
God. Wrapped up the scoring.
I forgot about that. But
we should just go watch. We should just go and watch under 21.
We should, mate. We should do videos.
But no, Tommy Watson. They're all ranting and raving about him. He's going to be Clark's replacement. He's the next big thing. We've got fucking now to lose. We've got now to go for.
Hang on a
So
minute.
why not just play for him?
You never mentioned Chris Rigg in your 11.
You're right. Job, you dropped.
Just like that.
Just like that. Simple as that. No,
Job.
we don't know who he's going to go with.
Nah,
we never do. Every time you think, like when we beat Cardiff, he's going to keep the same 11. No.
Well, actually, he touched upon that, and he said, it done me head in because they're still going on about stats. He went, stats, the players ran around for like a lot of minutes in the legs, and I'm like, oh my God, I if that's the case, then near enough every other player should have been replaced then for Blackburn, not just one or two. You know what I mean? If you got 1 minute out of the scheduled time, he gets up and gans. You've got to pencil him in your diary for him to turn up. Now, but all jokes aside, we recorded the video. For some reason, it's only recorded half. So you've got me to finish it off. Gratefully and thankfully, he's left us his notes because he done the notes for today, not me. So you stuck with me till the end. I can't remember where we were up to. I think we were talking about, Dodds talking about stats or something. Like he in the game, he says, oh, well, the players ran all over the not end on the Cardiff game. So we changed it. Got referring to stats yet again. The stats proved against Blackburn that we had exactly the same of shots on target, shots off target, tackles, corners, were identical. Possession, we had them all. But the scoreline is the only one that counts, and we got embarrassed 5-1. Now, Dodds has said he's still fuming with them. He's seething with them. For me, the players have got to put it right. They said that, and Luke 09, Dodds told us everything, we just didn't implement it in the game. Now, in my opinion, that's them basically saying they're not playing for him. Well, they're not. He's told them everything. They didn't do it, so they're not playing for him. But they've got a massive response in my eyes, not for Dodds, not for KLD, not for Speakman, for the fans. That wasn't good enough for the fans. So they've got to put in a performance for the fans. This season, like I said, it's petering out, and I'm not sure if it was Barnsley or somebody else asked Dodds that, and he says what they've got to play for. And Dodds, he didn't snap, but he was quick to answer. They're playing for Sunderland Football Club, one of the biggest clubs in the Championship, which is right. He's hit the nail on the head with that one. For me, the shining light of this season is probably Chris Rigg. I think it's absolutely outstanding, and Dodds did touch upon it in his press conference as well, saying that, he's 16-year-old and he's breaking through in the first team. Imagine what he's going to be like in a couple of seasons' time, and he's going to be unreal. So for me, that is probably the shining light of our season. And it's bittersweet. I can't believe how far we fell away in such a short time. Things need to change come the end of the season. Jermain Defoe, obviously you've heard about it, wanting the job. For me, no, definitely not. He needs more experience under his belt, and I wouldn't like us the fans to turn on him when things are not going right. He's like a club legend, so for me, nah, it's not. Now the Bristol City. Stephen thankfully left his notes. They've won 15, drew 8, lost 17. They had a bad start of the season, and I remember we did play them and they beat us away. Dodds says he wants revenge against them. I hate it when managers say that when they want revenge, because it always gets tits up for them. Now Dodds says he wants revenge against them. We had a poor first half, they got the goal, and we couldn't break them down, score, and we had a better second half. And that was when under Dodds, when he beat Leicester, he beat Leeds and West Bromwich Albion. So he's after a little bit revenge. But the way things have went after that, it's just been really, really bad for him. Now then, they've got 53 points. In the league, the 12th. They're above us. We're 13th. We're top of the bottom of the table. Goals, they've scored 44 and conceded 45, -1. Now then, they've lost in the last 5, 2 and 1, 3. So they're in a decent form. They've been a miles better form than what we are. Players to watch out for: Tommy Conway, 7 goals, 0 assists. Obviously the striker, being selfish striker, he knows where the back of the net is. He's just focusing on him. He doesn't want to set anybody up. Scott Twine, I remember him, he obviously used to play for Hull City. We were linked with him. We all wanted him to come when he was at the MK Dons, believe it or not. Then he went to Burnley, and now he's with Bristol City. He's got 5 goals, 3 assists. Really, really good player. Sam Bell, 5 goals, 0 assists. Jason Knight, 4 goals, 3 assists. Natty Wells, I'll remember him. He's got 4 goals. Also, Joe Williams, he's got 5 assists, so he's setting players up. Got to keep an eye on that one and all. Bristol City, I think it's going to be a hard game. These were one of the at a point in the season, they were one of the most informed teams. Obviously, it hasn't panned out and haven't been consistent throughout the season, but they are a decent team. They are, like I said, above us in the league, and I just can't believe that. No disrespect to Bristol City supporters, you've beat us. I know you have. I know you're a decent team. It's the fact that we were 6th in the league, but we looked like we were pushing for the automatics at one point, and then we've just fell away so bad that we're now behind. No disrespect, I know it sounds terrible, Bristol City. But like I said, they're a decent team. They beat Leicester recently as well, so we're not going to treat this game lightly. The players need to up their game for the fans, not for Dodds, like I said, for the fans. The performance against Blackburn was unacceptable in my eyes. Not one of them turned up. I thought Rigg was alright when he came on. Now, it begs to question why he didn't start. He's a young lad. He's got plenty in his legs. Why did he not start against Blackburn? It's beyond me. Positive, Jack Clark is now back in the team. Jack Clark, for me, starts 100%. On the other side, I think Roberts needs to be dropped because he had probably one of the worst games, I'm not going to lie, for quite a while. Mundell can come in on that side. I'd love to see Jack Clark on the right and Mundell on the left for a change, you know what I mean? Rigg in there somewhere. Now, obviously, Alicia is in contention, which is great news for me, for us, for everybody. Put him in the defence, put Luke O'Neill in the midfield, and Bellingham alongside Job. Bellingham alongside Job. Bellingham alongside Dan Neil. And then, God knows what I do about the rest. But Tom Watson, massive shout. I would not hold it against Dodds if he started Watson and he didn't have a good game. And against tits up for him. I wouldn't get on Dodds' case because I think he's a really good prospect. He's doing bits in the under-21s. He scored a goal just the other day. He reminds us of Jack Clark when he's on the ball, the way he runs it and that. So for me, he's making plenty noise down at the under-21s. I think it's about time, if not on the bench and give him minutes from now to the end of the season. What we've got to lose? Nout. There's nout we're playing for. We're kind of going down. Right, we're not going to go down. We've got 50 points and we're not going to go up. So for me, give these young'uns with fire in the belly time and minutes in the game. With that, we'll be doing a match vlog tomorrow of sorts. It's really windy. We'll be outside the stadium. If you want to get on the channel, come get on. Nobody got the score prediction right. Not one of yous. Stephen's gone with 3-1 before he went. He said, tell him I'm going 3-1. I'm going 2-1 Sunderland with Jack Clark back in the team. I think he'll get on the score sheet. I can't say he's keeping a clean sheet. Why would I? We just shipped 5 the weekend. So the Monday gone. Now then, I think that's about it. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. What a nightmare we've had today.